Happy lunch hour, everyone. This is Elsie Kerns, your chaos to clarity coach. And at this time, I am here with Liz Curran, and she is a radical remission coach. She's also the founder of our local Heal Thy Life. And I'm anxious to have her explain to us exactly what that radical remission coaching is all about. The New York Times best-selling author, Kelly Turner, went around the world to find out exactly what people did that experienced miracles or remissions, and she found some very key ways that people help themselves. So Liz is also going to share that in an upcoming workshop this next weekend.
Yes,
So Liz, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. And before we talk about radical remission, I want you to just share with us your story and how you got in first to life coaching, and also then you founded that Heal Thy Life.
So, hi, everybody. I am a health coach, so a nutrition health coach, and I came to that path actually 5 years ago. My sister was diagnosed with a very aggressive breast cancer. And while she was going through treatment, it kind of sent me into a health spin. I just read everything that I could and talked to anybody that I could about health and nutrition and how they were connected. And then once you open that can of worms, you just keep digging. So I ended up getting my health coaching certification 3 years ago. And I've been coaching since then, doing some nutrition work and helping people, kind of, as we say, our primary foods are what actually makes us whole, whether it's our relationships and our jobs and our education and our lifestyle and our family and our friends. So we kind of coach that, knowing that what we put in our mouths is our secondary foods, and together everything kind of makes us who we are. So I've been working in that capacity for a few years, and paralleling that, unfortunately, shortly after my sister was diagnosed, she did pass away very suddenly through her diagnosis. So I became very passionate about the cancer mission, as you can imagine. So I took my passion for health and nutrition, and I ended up with a group of friends. We had another friend that had been diagnosed, and we co-founded an organization called Heal Thy Life, NJ. And we're a South Jersey organization that funds late-stage cancer patients like my sister and my friend who want to seek alternative treatments that are not covered by health insurance. So the things that they want to do that kind of work better when you have a late-stage cancer, because you don't have all the same options as somebody who's maybe at an earlier stage. So we founded this organization. We're based in Haddon Township, New Jersey, and we have a really great team of volunteers, and we've helped several people with funding for their practitioners and offered them services with other great healers, and it's been just a beautiful experience. So now, how did I become a radical remission health coach? Last fall, I went to a training for how to teach a workshop that is based on the book Radical Remission, the Dr. Kelly Turner's book. She was one of my trainers, so it was a beautiful experience to meet her and her training team and have the opportunity to learn how to help people implement the 9 healing factors that she outlines in her book into their own life. And those 9 factors you and I will get into a bit. So those factors are the 9 things that she found that everybody in her research for her PhD did to heal their cancer. So her research was with, she researched over 1,500 cases of spontaneous remission patients, and she relabeled that radical remission because it wasn't spontaneous. It was truly radical. The things that they did themselves, the work that they did on the mind, body, spirit, dietary things. Everybody did these 9 healing factors. And so out of the 75 factors that she came across in her research, these were the ones that everybody did. And so she wrote the book, and each chapter is one of the factors. So you can really kind of hear the medical research that is published in medical journals paired with the healing stories that people all over the world have been sharing with her for the past several years. I think she's been working on this for about 10 years now. So it's really inspiring work, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Liz, I don't want to get off that subject of research too far, because we were just talking earlier, and there's actually some Harvard research going on. Tell us about that, because I think they are certainly an institution that everyone is familiar with.
Yes. So the Harvard School of Public Health has partnered with Radical Remission to research this workshop that we're running. So cancer patients that qualify will do a survey prior to the workshop, after the workshop, and then a few months after the workshop again to determine how these healing factors have impacted their lives and their healing. So it's really wonderful that we've gotten, some big name, medical institutions to really back that this is worth the research. And we're really proud to be partnered with them, and excited to see what comes of it.
Liz, tell us now about the workshop, because tell us what people will be able to learn. It's February 8th and 9th right here in Cherry Hill. So give us a little idea of just what is going to happen and who should attend. I think anybody interested in their health would definitely be interested in attending.
Yes. So we will go through, I have a co-teacher named John Henry. He and I work together as a teaching team. And we are going to be hosting a 2-day, 8-hour-a-day workshop at the CATS JCC, and it's in partnership with Heal Thy Life. And we are going to be meeting, and what we do is we work through the 9 healing factors, and I can just kind of read them off to you real quick so you know what they are. We have radically changing your diet, taking control of your health, following your intuition, increasing your positive emotions, one of my favorites, releasing the suppressed emotions, embracing social support, deepening your spiritual connection, and having a strong reason for living. And we work through each of those over the course of the 2 days. And part of that, the way we break each factor down is we'll introduce the factor, we'll talk about what it is, why it's important. We'll talk about the medical research that has been published through the medical journals and give some examples. And then we'll talk about somebody that's living with the, like one of Kelly's examples of who is the living example of that factor. And then we do an activity for each and every one so that each person that comes leaves with an action step for each of the factors when they go home. So it's kind of like the coach in me really gets excited about giving people tools to bring home and really let them implement this. And then as a health coach, I can offer support for them, after the fact. If they need help digging a little deeper into any one of the factors, that is something that, I can work one-on-one with people. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it does. And the JCC, Jewish Community Center, of course, is right here off Springdale Road in Cherry Hill. And I like the idea, as you said, that not only are you going to go through these factors, but people are going to have homework to take with them and ways that they can continue on their own. And then, of course, you are available to them. And are you just working one-on-one with people, or do you do some group coaching with this? Tell me a little more about that.
I would say the workshop is almost like a group coaching session. It can be anything from, 4 or 5 people to a room. I know Kelly Turner gets, 150 people in her workshops. That's a lot. So I prefer a smaller, more intimate group when I teach, because it really allows everybody in the room to feel very comfortable with each other. By the end, you can imagine 16 hours together. So we get pretty intimate pretty quickly with the factors and their personal experience, things that they've had success with, things that they've struggled with. So sharing that in the group is a very powerful tool. And it's really what I love, kind of very much like a group coaching session. The one-on-ones are great too, if you're somebody who's not really comfortable in a group setting, if you do the workshop and you need to do a little more work one-on-one, if you need some hand holding to kind of really work and challenge yourself to, work through something, that's where the coaching really comes into play one-on-one. But I do really like the workshop as a way to kind of bring everybody together and kind of create that social support, one of the factors. Another style of the workshop that I offer, which is on my website, is there's 2 virtual workshops that we have coming up. So people can come in, and it's going to be once a week, like a class. So it'll be an hour and a half, and people can come and just start to finish. It's 8 weeks, and it's an hour and a half once a week, and we'll cover one factor in that evening. So it's a little bit more feasible for people who are geographically challenged, or if they, maybe have some health challenges and can't actually leave the house. So that's a really exciting upcoming, another way to utilize the workshop.
Sounds like a great idea, but I also want to have you tell us a little more about Heal Thy Life here in New Jersey, because this is kind of parallel in a way in that you're offering alternative modalities, whether it's Reiki or massage or healing touch or any of these things, to cancer patients, because we know that most of the complementary alternative modalities are not covered by any insurance. So how can someone find out more about that through your organization?
So we have a website. It's, if you haven't caught on yet, Heal Thy Life is actually the words healthy life with a capital T. So you can just type in Healthy Life NJ for New Jersey .org and give us a look. And on that page, you'll find exactly what we do. And right now we're actually looking for beneficiaries. We're seeking our 2020 applicants. So we have an application page that we'd welcome people to come, where we fund people $5,000 for their treatments towards practitioners that are kind of helping them through their cancer journey that may not be covered by health insurance and is also more of a medical practitioner. We do have and have offered support in the past with practitioners, like you had mentioned. Some of our beneficiaries have connected with oncology massage, or some people really found that yoga was really powerful for them. So we worked with their yoga studio and we helped them get their, some special benefits through the yoga studio. So we kind of work with our small pool of beneficiaries so we can really customize to what they need support in. And sometimes they don't know what to do, so we can offer them support and the knowledge that we have with our experience as a team to really, let them see other options. And all of this, both Radical Remission and Heal Thy Life, absolutely does not frown upon any conventional treatment whatsoever. It's all very parallel. And we just believe that, it kind of answers the question that you might have for your doctor when you get a cancer diagnosis of like, what can I do? So this is the answer to that question. What can you do on your own to really fight for this body and fight for this life that you want to have, and stay here in as healthful of a way as possible while you're here?
I love that description. I want to just thank some of the people for joining us live. Anne O'Connor just popped in, and there are a few others here. But Liz, this is so parallel. I can understand why you've been so passionate about the Radical Remission workshop. And I think the virtual online with you sounds equally wonderful, because it's time efficient. And as you said, it would be more reasonable, and nobody has to drive or leave their house. They just go on the computer, and I presume all the courses are recorded. So if they miss one, they can jump.
Well, that actually, we can't record the virtual workshop simply because of the intimacy factor. That is something that is one of the guidelines. But it's important when you are participating in something virtual, that when you know who's in the room and you're speaking to that virtual room, that you're comfortable speaking with who's present. And a recording kind of allows someone that may be part of the course that wasn't present to listen in, but it also may not have been something somebody was willing to say if that person had been in the room. So we try to really be respectful from that perspective. So the virtual workshops are not recorded. But regardless, definitely great for those geographically challenged or health challenged, or even if the 16 hours and one sitting is too much for one weekend, then this is really more of a bite-sized way to kind of chunk it off.
Mm-hmm. So give us all the details again.
Yes.
So the dates and the times, the location, and I did put up the registration. I put that link up on Facebook, but give us all that info again.
Okay, so Saturday and Sunday, February 8th and 9th, we'll be meeting at the CATS JCC between 9 and 5 p.m. And once you register, I will receive your email and I will reach out to you. If you're a cancer patient, you are welcome to participate in the Harvard study. You are also welcome to bring a caregiver or a friend if you need to, would like to share this experience with them. It is also not just for cancer patients. If you're chronically ill, we really believe that these factors really are very healing for anyone with a chronic illness. So I really encourage you, having worked with people in the coaching capacity with chronic illness, it is really amazing to see what can change. So check out the website, take a look at the registration. If you have any questions, I'm on Facebook. I have a website, lizcurran.com, and my Facebook group is Coach Liz Curran. And if you want to check out Heal Thy Life, again, we have a Facebook page, Healthy Life NJ, and the website healthylifenj.org.
Liz, give us your phone number too, so if people want to call you.
Sure. Absolutely. I can be reached at 215-760-6672. And you can feel free to reach out to me on my cell anytime to inquire about the workshops.
Okay, we got frozen there for a moment. Just that number one more time, please.
The universe doesn't want me to supply that. My cell phone number is 215-760-6672.
Okay, well, this has been very informative and a great service to offer. Sounds like a terrific workshop. If you have any questions, you can reach out and talk to Liz personally. And again, if you do sign up, she's also going to reach out. I love the idea that someone can bring a friend as an additional support for them. So there's many options here to help you literally heal your life. Yeah. Thank you so much, Liz, for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. It was such a pleasure.
Any last words you'd like to give us?
I just encourage you to be as healthy and as happy as you possibly can be in this life. And if you're having any struggles, then, there's always tools out there and there's always hope. So if you need anything, me and my team are happy to support.
Thanks very much. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining us. And Liz and I are going to sign off, but we hope you have a great rest of the day. Great weekend. Remember, this is next weekend, February 8th and 9th. And enjoy your lunch. And again, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much.